What's up, NSG gang? It's your boy NSG. Baby, I'm back at it again with another banger. As you guys can tell by the title, this is Michael Jackson PrimeTime interview full 1995 Remastered. Shout out to you. You know who you are for requesting this video. The link will be down below, guys. Go check it out for yourself. If you're new to my channel, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Join the NSG gang. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Rest in peace to the king of pop. You feel me? Rest in peace to the king. So let's see this PrimeTime interview. Let's get into the video. I ain't gonna do too much talking. It's 31 minutes long. So if you want to watch the whole thing with me, go get some popcorn, go get you something to eat, go get you something to drink. Let's get into the video. Let's get it.
The king of pop, the billion-dollar entertainer.
Damn right, king of pop.
And then, at the height of his success, came the charges, the police investigation, and a superstar, shaken, goes into hiding. Tonight, Michael Jackson, the interview we've been waiting for, live. And for the first time, the woman he married, Lisa Marie Presley. Two legendary families united. Home videos of the wedding that startled the world. Lisa Marie Presley, Michael Jackson, center stage and on the record. PrimeTime Live continues from the Sony Pictures Studios in Los Angeles. Once again, Diane Sawyer.
And with me, of course, Michael Jackson.
Diane Sawyer.
And Lisa Marie Presley. Welcome to PrimeTime. Glad you're here.
King of pop.
It occurs to me, looking
pretty
at the
though.
two of you, I have got to start by asking how this marriage took place, how it began. Let me guess that it was not over miniature golf and a hot dog someplace. When did it start? When was the dating?
Well, we first met, she was 7 years old and I was 17. This was in Las Vegas. She used to come and see my show all the time. We had the only family show on the strip. It was the Jackson 5. And she used to come as a little girl and sit right up front. She came quite often. She came with a lot of bodyguards. And
Did you stay in touch over all these years?
Sure. And then she'd come backstage and I'd, talk, say hi. Did she come again? And I thought she was sweet and loving, and I always hoped I'd see her again.
And who first talked about marriage?
We didn't stay in touch.
We didn't stay in touch after that, no.
He go ahead. You want to say what happened?
No,
When
you
were
can
with
say.
contact?
You have a good memory.
No, you said you were going to say it.
Our first argument here on this hour. Who proposed? I mean, how did marriage actually get discussed?
Well, at first, this is what happened. When she was 18, I used to tell my lawyer, John Branca, do you know Lisa Marie Presley? He go, well, I represent her mother. I go, well, can you get in touch with her? Because I think she's really cute. He'd laugh every time. He goes, I'll do my best. That's what he'd say. Then he'd come back. I said, well, did you find out? He said, no, there's nothing. So I would worry him about this all the time. The next thing I noticed, there's a picture on a magazine cover where she's married, which really tore me to pieces. And then, because I felt that was supposed to be me. I really did.
And what was the countdown to your marriage? Tell me who said the word marriage first.
I did.
He did.
I did.
When? Where?
When
On the
where?
telephone.
Oh, yeah, on the telephone.
He first asked me.
When?
We were dating now for 4 months. Right? 4 months?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, we were spending a lot of time together. I don't know how I didn't manage to get in the press because we weren't hiding it. I was in Las Vegas. We were
everywhere.
everywhere. I went to Atlanta,
Bookstores.
we were in bookstores. We were not hiding it.
And you said yes right away?
I was separated for 4 months, and he said, what would you do if I asked you to marry me? And I said, I would.
A big I would, though. You were really enthusiastic.
I have to ask you this because I can only imagine there are a number of lawyers involved in a prenuptial agreement between these two fortunes. Is there one? a careful one?
Well, we've worked out things and we've signed certain things, but of course, that's very confidential.
We made agreements prior, yes.
As you know, the reaction to this marriage, and I know you feel strongly about it, but the reaction to this marriage has been across the spectrum, everything from astonishment to delight to suspicion, that it was somehow too convenient. Lisa, did you ask Michael about the charges? Did the two of you talk about the impact of the marriage on the allegations?
Absolutely not. He called, I was in touch with him through the whole process of this charges going on. I was talking to him when he disappeared. I was actually supposed to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico when he left and disappeared, and I got a call that he wasn't going to be there, and I was actually part of the whole thing with him, but talking to him on the phone. So I didn't
say to him, are they true?
No, I didn't. No, I actually did not.
I want to take a minute here, and I'm going to come back to the marriage.
Sorry, he went on and on and on about it, so I didn't really have to say, are the allegations true? It was, on the phone, and
over and over.
just constant,
Well, because I know that you've wanted to express similar sentiments for a long time, I want to ask a few things about the charges. But first, I want to establish for the viewers here, there are no ground rules. You have said to me you are not afraid of any questions. So I wanted that understood by everybody before we proceed.
Look how Mike looking like.
I want to begin by making sure that the terms are clear. You have said that you would never harm a child. I want to be specific as I can.
Here they go with this
Did
shit.
you ever, as this young boy said you did you ever sexually engage, fondle, have sexual contact with this child or any other child?
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart. It's
Bad.
not who I am. And it's not what I'm not even interested in that.
And what do you think should be done to someone who does that?
To someone who...
I had a feeling in this interview that was gonna come. People always try to find a way. Always trying to find a way. Especially when you're doing something good with your life. They will always try to find a way to make you look like a bad person. Always, no matter what the fuck you do. No matter what the fuck you do.
Who does that? What I think it should be done? Gee.
Mike don't even look like he'll do something like that. Rest in peace. Rest his soul.
In some kind of way,
How about the police photographs, though? How was there enough information from this boy about those kinds of things?
The police photographs that they took of me,
Yes.
there was nothing that matched me to those charges.
there was nothing. There was nothing that concurred.
That's why I'm
Nothing.
sitting here
There was
talking to you
nothing.
today. There was not one iota of information that was found that could connect me.
So when we've
To
heard
these
that there was
charges.
a
There was
marking
nothing.
of some kind,
No markings.
no marking.
No.
Why did you
Why am I
settle-
still here then?
You're not going to ask me about that, are you? Sorry, about the markings.
You
I'm
can
joking.
volunteer.
No, the point is that when that finally got concluded that there was no matchup, then it was printed this big as opposed to how big it was, what the matchup was supposed to be.
It didn't
And
work.
it never-
It isn't so. The
Why
whole
did you
thing is a
settle the
lie.
case then? Why did you settle the case? And it looks to everyone as if you paid a huge amount of money.
Most of that's
To get
folklore.
silence.
I talked to my lawyers and I said, "Can you guarantee me that justice will prevail?" And they said, "Michael, we cannot guarantee you that a judge or a jury will do anything." And with that, I was like catatonic. I was outraged.
How much money?
Totally
was it?
outraged. So when I said, I have got to do something to get out from under this nightmare. All these lies and all these people coming forward to get paid and these tabloid shows, just lies, 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 lies.
I gotta
what
clean my
did,
MacBook.
we got together again with my advisors and they advised me, it was hands down a unanimous decision, resolve the case. This could be something that could go on for 7 years.
How much
We
money
said,
was
let's get it behind us.
Can you say
Get
how
it?
much?
It's not what the tabloids have printed. It's not all this crazy outlandish one. No, it's not at all. I mean, the terms of the agreement are very confidential.
I want
He's
to
been
ask
barred to discuss it.
the specific
terms,
terms.
So
but
it's
specific amounts.
the idea is just isn't fair. What they put me through, because there wasn't one piece of information that says I did that in any way. They turned my room upside down, went through all my books, all my videotapes, all my private things, and they found nothing that could say Michael Jackson did this. Nothing.
But let me ask
to
you
this
a couple
day,
of questions.
nothing. Still nothing.
Let me ask
Nothing,
you
nothing.
nothing.
I be pissed off too, like.
As you may or may not know, we have called everyone we can call. We have checked everything we can check. We have gone and tried to see if what we heard before is in fact the case. I want to ask you about two things. These reports that we read over and over again, that in your rooms they found photographs of young boys, not of
Young
adults,
boys,
not
there's children, all kind of girls, and everything.
then that they found photographs, books of young boys who were undressed.
No,
Didn't happen.
no, not that I know of. Unless people sent me things that I haven't opened. People know my love for children, so they send me books from all over the world, from South America, from Germany, from Italy, from Sweden.
Facts.
People
like-
say that they found those things, that there's an indication. Let them come forward. Let them produce them, right?
Yeah, because I get all you wouldn't believe the amounts of mail that I get. And if you say to somebody, you know, if I let the fans know I love Charlie Chaplin, I'll be swarmed in Charlie Chaplin paraphernalia. But if I say I love children, which I do, they swarm me with everything pertaining to kids.
Any other settlements in process now or previously with children making these kinds of claims? We have heard that there is one, not a case that the prosecutors would bring in court, but that once again you're talking about shelling out.
No, that's not true. No, it's not true. I think I've heard everything is fine and there are no others.
I guess, let me ask this, and I'm trying to think how to phrase it though. I can hear out in the country people saying, and you've been cleared of all the charges, we want to make that clear. People saying, look, here is a man who is surrounded by things that children love. Here is a man who's spent an inordinate amount of time with these young boys.
That's right.
What is a 36-year-old man doing sleeping with a 12-year-old boy, or a series of them?
Right. Okay, when you say boys, it's not just boys, and I've never invited just boys to come in my room. Come on, that's ridiculous. And that's a ridiculous question. But since people want to hear it, you know, the answer, I'll be happy to answer it. I have never invited anyone into my bed, ever. Children love me, I love them. They follow me, they want to be with me. But anybody can come in my bed. A child can come in my bed.
I can say, sorry, I've seen this. I've seen it a lot. I've seen kids. I've seen him with children in the last year. I've seen it enough to where I can see how that can happen. I understand.
Isn't part of being an adult, and you have a 2-year-old child, 2-year-old boy.
Yeah, let me just.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that I've seen these children. They don't let him go to the bathroom without running in there with him, and they won't let him out of their sight. So when he jumps in the bed, I'm even out. They jump in the bed with him.
But isn't part of being an adult and loving children, keeping children from ambiguous situations? And again, we're talking about over an intense period of time here. Would you let your son, when he grows up and is 12 years old, do that?
You know what? If I didn't know Michael, no way. But I happen to know who he is and what he is, and
Thanks.
that makes it. I know that he's not. I know that he's not like that, and I know he has a thing for children. And go ahead. Sorry.
I just wonder, is it over? You're going to make
Mike
sure it
Jackson
doesn't
like
happen
that.
again.
Rest
I
in
think
peace,
this
man.
is really one thing people want to know, that there are not going to be more of these sleepovers. In
People
which
always
have
got
to
negative
wonder.
things to say.
Nobody wonders when kids sleep over at my house.
But are
Nobody
they
wonders.
over? Are you going to watch out for it now?
Watch out for
just
what?
for the sake of the children and for
No,
everything
because
you've been through.
it's all moral and it's all pure. I don't even think that way. It's not what's in my heart.
So you'll
I
do
would
it
never,
again.
ever do it again.
I mean, you'll have a child
Of
sleeping
course,
over.
they want.
Yes.
It's on the level of purity and love and just innocence, complete innocence. If you're talking about sex, and that's a nut. That's not me. Go to the guy down the street, because it's not Michael Jackson. It's not what I'm interested in.
Okay, we're going to take a break now. When we come back, Elizabeth Taylor talked to us a little bit about what she saw when she went over and talked to you in the middle of this and helped you get treatment for addiction to painkillers. Elizabeth is on the show. When we come back.
Look, man, I'm gonna take me a little break too. People always got something negative to say. I don't mind reacting to this. I'm the type of person, Like, if you want me to react to something, I'm just gonna be honest. Let me see his best moments. I don't want to see people throw negativity at me at all. Cause I mean, we don't know what Michael Jackson. You know, I know him as an icon, as a legend. Of course I don't know him as a person, but I'm pretty sure you can actually tell from your heart. Anybody with the right heart and the right mindset would know that Michael Jackson would never do no shit like that. Come on now. Everybody in their right fucking mind would know that Michael Jackson would never do no shit like that. Never. I don't care how nobody else feel. I'm just being honest. I don't care what nobody say in the comments. Like, me reacting to this, I mean, I'm going to continue to react to it. It's just the fact that I don't like bullshit on my channel at all. I love doing reactions. Don't get me wrong. I love doing my reactions because I love you guys. You feel me? You guys want me to react to something? I got you. It's just I'm the type of person, I don't got time for bullshit. Let Mike Jack rest in peace. Stop talking about all this bullshit. You feel me? You know, it gets old. You feel me? It really gets old.
Live from the Sony Pictures Studios in Los Angeles. Once again, Diane Sawyer.
As we said, Elizabeth Taylor is going to talk a little bit about when she came to see you in the middle of this, what she called agony. One of the things I think she was so angry about with us was that she said people always talk about one side of a person, they never give them credit for their accomplishments.
That's right.
Particularly what they give to children and the money you give to children. That's how it starts.
When he's on tour, he goes to hospitals without the press following him, without anyone knowing. He'll get up in a disguise and do it, take his disguise off when he's there, and kids know, wow, it's Michael Jackson.
Was there no point at which you said to yourself, reading everything everybody had been reading, maybe this is true, maybe I completely didn't understand who he was?
No way. Absolutely not.
Never.
Never. I know Michael's heart.
Yes.
I know his mind and his soul. I'm not that insensitive, especially to him or people I love.
How did you decide to go to Singapore?
He was my friend. He was alone. He was totally alone. And he just, he needed help. Nothing in the world could have hurt him more. If it had been calculated, if they planned an assassination, they couldn't have done it any better. It almost broke his heart.
She says she
Especially, I know it's gonna bother him because you don't care about shit like that.
He wasn't aware of what was happening. He was dulling his pain. But it really frightened me because I have been there. And I know how easy it is to get there when you're in mental or physical pain.
And he knew right away that he had to deal with it too.
Not right away. Not right away. But he knew.
There were some reports during this period, Michael, that it was such agony for you that you were actually suicidal. Is that true?
I was never suicidal. I love life too much to ever be suicidal. I'm resilient. I have rhinoceros skin. Never, ever suicidal.
Did it leave you, though,
Heartbroken, but not suicidal.
did it leave you changed completely? I've talked to you a little bit about what you're thinking about, where you want to live in the world. Did it change your view about living here? You're thinking about living someplace else?
I don't care to stay in America anymore, no. I don't care. I will always have Neverland, you know, because I love Neverland. But I don't like, I'm very sensitive to the smog, you know, so I can't have the smog. And I would like to go abroad, but in fact I am.
You are? Where?
Yes. Oh, I haven't decided the exact place yet. Probably South Africa.
To live
maybe.
permanently?
Maybe Switzerland.
Lisa, are
Can
you
we just
in
change?
favor of it?
Wait, just go into the fact that we don't live in separate houses to start
Yeah,
this.
we don't
way?
understand. This is just
This is ridiculous. Where are the cameras? Anyway, sorry.
No, jump in.
What do I feel about the overseas thing? I think that it's a nice place to visit, yes. I would like to have a house over there. would be completely, utterly harassed beyond belief, but
Before we move away from the last 2 years, we told you, because we want to, that we are going to show what is really your comment on those 2 years, and it is a video you have done with your sister Janet called Scream.
Facts.
In it,
I
you
love that
have
damn
some
song.
words for middle-aged people who can't follow these words. The words you'll hear will be about confusion, bashing, victimizing. Stop pressuring me, he says. Makes me want to scream. The last 2 years.
Oh, here they go. Using this damn song, pretending like he a damn pedophile.
Live from the Sony Pictures Studios in Los Angeles, California. Once again, Diane Sawyer.
We have some wedding video of the two of you, and I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here. If our director, Roger Goodman, wants to roll it in, we will take you there a year ago, right?
Yes.
Just about exactly.
I look like an idiot, I can tell you that.
You don't look like an idiot. You look more like a, no.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
We're watching it.
Tell us.
Oh, we're watching.
Tell us, we're watching here live.
Seguido a usted por legítimo esposo, el señor Michael Jackson.
Lisa Marie Presley Field. Do you accept Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
I do.
Michael Joseph Jackson.
I do. In the middle, he asks for his autograph.
Yo, licenciado Hugo Francisco Álvarez Pérez.
Licenciado Hugo Álvarez Pérez.
Oficial de Estados Unidos de la República Dominicana.
Right, but now we're out of time.
Los declaro unidos legítimamente.
Okay, you have the ring.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and then we're gonna do the ring. Yes.
He do it.
He does first. You put it on her first, okay? And when you put it, you say, with this ring, I do it. Right. And you do the same thing. When you put his ring, as you said, with
Or
this
so they got married in private. There ain't nothing wrong with it. That's how they want to get married. Let them get married like that.
I know
Damn.
that you, Lisa Marie, have wanted to talk about this. There are a lot of doubters about this marriage. I've heard that it's a Scientology plan. You are a member of the Church of Scientology, which is said to influence its members greatly, and that the husband you divorced was Scientologist, and he's still very much in your life, and this is all part of a calculation to get Michael and his money into the church.
Yeah, it's crap. I'm sorry. It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'm not. First of all, you can't get influenced by anything
Facts.
like that, and under a term of a marriage. I'm not going to marry somebody for any reason other than the fact that I fall in love with them. Period. Period. And they can eat it if they want to think anything.
To put it succinctly.
Yeah.
What is it you love the most about him?
What do I love most about him? Everything. He's amazing. I really admire him. I respect him. I admire him. I'm in love with him. And no, we don't sleep in separate bedrooms. Thank you very much. And, I love everything about him.
To finish up on that, though, are you a Scientologist or no? No. Plan to
What
become
the hell?
I believe in spirituality and I believe in a higher source such as God, but I'm not a Scientologist. I read everything. I like to read. I love to study.
You said you don't sleep in separate bedrooms, and I'm going to confess, okay, this is live TV, and I'm copping out right here because I didn't spend my life as a serious journalist to ask these kinds of questions. But I'm not oblivious to the fact that your fans had one question they most wanted to ask of you.
Do we have sex?
We have you.
She didn't ask. She didn't
I won't
ask.
ask. Okay.
You don't know what it
Go
was
ahead.
going to be.
Is that what you were going to ask?
Let's play just a minute or
Sorry.
two. Let's play one or two.
We want to know if you've done the thing.
Michael, I know that this is an intimate question, but are you having sex together with Lisa Marie?
Do you guys really love each other, or you're just doing this to satisfy the media?
Are you guys intimate?
Again,
I can't believe it.
Wow.
this is about the
If
skeptics.
he is,
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Yes.
And we have read in the papers that you are expecting a child.
We will be expecting a child. Now, when, I'm not going to.
We're not going to say when.
It's
Except in the hands of the heavens.
Not
facts.
yet.
Did we marry out of convenience? That's really interesting.
That's
It's really
ridiculous.
interesting to me.
Why?
Well, why would we have a lot in common? That's the question. Why? Why not?
Like we're faking this?
Like, no,
That's
but
ridiculous.
you can't live with somebody day to day. We're together all the time, first of all. Second thing, how can you fake that 24 hours a day with somebody, sleeping with somebody, waking up with somebody, having
It's the dumbest thing
He's
I've
running
ever
around the
heard.
house, I'm running around the house, you were in our house, we have a normal house, we have a nanny, we have a maid, and we walk around, and he's either in the studio, I'm in the kitchen, we're running around like normal. I know it's hard to believe people.
You go shopping together,
We go shopping, we go out to dinner, we argue sometimes.
And
About what, may I say?
we also
No,
heard a report that maybe you were planning to adopt the children.
Oh, I would love to adopt children. I think that's something I've always wanted to do. But
Facts.
children of all races, Arab children, Jewish children, black children, it's all races.
But Lisa's children,
I love Lisa's children, but it's been a
not
mission.
going to adopt, or
Pardon?
to adopt them, no.
Oh, I love her children. They're sweet.
But to adopt, no.
Of course.
They have a biological father, and he's their.
I think they love me very much. I love them.
They do.
We have a lot of
But
fun.
I've never heard
That's
of that
I don't
before,
think
a person
Mike
that
Jackson,
someone
man.
adopting
No, rest in
someone's
peace to the
children
king of pop,
while they're
right?
in
No
a
way.
relationship with that person.
We're going to take a break for a minute and come back.
Everybody love Michael, bro. What the hell? You know how many people love Michael over the world? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley, live from the Sony Picture Studios in Los Angeles. Once again, Diane Sawyer.
We're going to show you a film now created by Michael Jackson, and it is causing a furor in some movie theaters around this country. They say, among other things, that it is clearly modeled after Triumph of the Will, Leni Riefenstahl, a Nazi film
It's
with
not
Nazi
true. None of that's
imagery.
true. None of those things are true.
Did you watch that film before you did it?
I watch everything. I love
So-
movies. I love documentaries. Had nothing to do with that at all.
But there are people who keep saying, they look at it and say, this is,
Absolutely not.
you know
It's
what's,
nothing to do with politics or communism or fascism
well,
at all.
the critics have said that it's the most boldly vainglorious self-deification a pop singer ever undertook with a straight face.
Good. That's what I wanted.
For the controversy?
Yeah.
And
They
for the
fell into my trap.
for the
I
people
wanted,
who say that-
I wanted everybody's attention.
But for the people who say those symbols matter,
No, the
they're
symbol,
about suffering.
no. Symbol has nothing to do with that. It's not political. It's not fascist. It's not dogma. It's not, ideology and all of this stuff. It's pure, simple love. You don't see any tanks. You don't see any cannons. It's about love. It's people coming together.
About love. We're going to let
Happy.
everybody watch it.
Yeah, but it's art. It's art.
Okay.
The way a director would
The
use
short
it to
excerpt
create
coming up.
art.
Here it comes.
King, bro. You tell me, man, you can't, ain't no way in hell, ain't no fucking way in hell, bro, you can't tell Mike, man, what? You see this shit? My man got a whole statue made of him, bro. You tell me Mike Jack wasn't the fucking man, bro. You tell me he wasn't the man, and still is. And all this negative shit going around, man, that shit.
Well, as we said, we're going to clearly agree to disagree maybe on what this means to some people watching it. There's been another issue raised. In a song you say, "Jew me, sue me," and some people are saying that that is anti-Semitic.
It's not anti-Semitic because I'm not a racist person. I could never be a racist. I love all races of people, from Arabs to Jewish people, like I said before, to blacks. But when I say Jew me, sue me, everybody do me, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me, I'm talking about myself as the victim. You know, my accountants and lawyers are Jewish. My three best friends are Jewish. David Geffen, Jeffrey Katzenberg, Steven Spielberg, Mike Milken. These are friends of mine. They're all Jewish. So how does that make sense? I was raised in a Jewish community.
I want to ask you both about something because it was the second most asked question by people on the street. And I know it's a sensitive issue for you and you talked with Oprah about it. But somehow people still are not, they don't feel they've heard everything about the whiteness of your skin and that it's not somehow a choice on your part, along with the makeup, to be, is it to be neither black or white, neither to look completely male, to be in the androgynous zone? I think they want to know, it is a decision on your part some way, the way you look. Where does it come from?
I think it creates itself, nature.
He's an artist. He has every right, and he is constantly remodifying something or changing it or reconstructing it or, you know, working on some imperfection that he thinks needs to be worked on. If he sees something he doesn't like, he changes it. Period. He re-sculpted himself. He's an artist.
You might want to put a red dot right there. but 2 eyes right here.
Do you wish you were the color you were again?
Do I wish I was the color?
That color.
That's nature. That I love black.
Do you wish you were that way?
I envy her because she can tan and I can't.
One more question I want to make sure I ask. Are you going to sing together?
No.
I would love to sing with you. Would you like to sing with me?
I am weak.
I don't sing. I did sing, but that's not why I married Michael. I don't need that. That's ridiculous. If I wanted it, I mean, I'm not going to marry someone for a recording career, just to clear that up as well.
What? Stop. I'm going to let the two of you duke this out over here. We'll take a break.
PrimeTime.
This shit
live
is
from
ridiculous.
Los Angeles.
This is some ridiculous shit, man.
And as our hour ends, I'd like to just ask each of you for a one-sentence answer. Time's so short. Where do you want to be in 5 years?
Oh boy, I love what I'm doing now and to do everything I can to help the children. And hello, Bobby Sherrod.
I just want people to know what they're dealing with before and understand that I'm not that we are not. The jokes, the degrading comments, and all that kind of stuff, it's really irritating. So I didn't get to get into that. This is over already, but
we want to choke them.
All right,
yeah,
so
how
5
about
years.
Don't believe the garbage.
them.
All the tabloid junk. Don't read it. Don't listen to it. It's garbage. It's junk. It's stupid.
And so,
Enough of it.
And tonight is over. Look at that.
He's a nut.
We'll probably have some final thoughts on all this ourselves next week.
Okay, guys, that was Michael Jackson Primetime Interview 4, 1995 Remastered. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Me, I kind of enjoyed it, but I didn't. It's just the fact that they was talking about negative shit the whole entire time. Like, you just don't understand who Michael Jackson is. If that's the only thing you have to talk about is negativity, please get away from around me. I don't have time for that. But everybody know Michael Jackson was, and still is to this day, one of the most legendary peoples on this earth. You know, that was living, you know, and he still is iconic, you feel me? So, all that negative shit. That being said, N.S.G. Gang, N.S.G. Baby, rest in peace to the King of Pop. Y'all still what? God bless. Love y'all. See you on the next video. Bye.